part of what we're doing tonight is unpacking or decoding. I mean, people don't know what deconstruction is or what unpacking means, so we just say, let's decode. There's a lot of people out there saying, let's decode this and decode that. All that means is, let's try to give a faithful rendition of a book of Scripture that we typically ignore. The book of Abraham. And particularly the facsimiles, we just breeze right by them, go, oh, there's a picture in our Scriptures. What does it mean? Don't know. What I want to offer tonight is, they're not pictures in our Scriptures. It is Scripture. That's how you get to be in Scripture. Right? They're not something in the middle of our canonized writ. They are. It just hasn't been interpreted very well. Or at all in some cases. So we're left to wonder, what the heck does this thing mean? My teacher for years was a guy named Hugh Nibley. So what I know, Hugh taught me. I know nothing. And he claimed he didn't know anything, which is frightening, because what that man knew was obscene about any one thing, let alone the 27 other thousand things he knew. So in this whole ancient, get your head wrapped around this ancient world, which includes the context, the religion, the language, the ethos, what they believed, is difficult for modern people because we're not ancient. But our temple endowment is. So when I hear people criticize the temple or things, I think, you don't know what you're talking about because your head is in a modern world. You've got a set of glasses on, in 2016, looking at something that goes back, about 10,000 years. So it's going to be hard even tonight for us to sort of bridge that gap. So I hope we're going to do something. Now, Rand, I appreciate this because I really did want your feedback because the next one's on its way. This is a deconstruction of the plan of salvation. I think it was Chauncey Riddle, a philosophy professor at BYU years ago, who said, sometimes the best kept secret in the church is the doctrine. Does that make sense? Wayne, don't write that down. You can't, I got it. Or attribute it to Chauncey Riddle, not me. And it's interesting, some of the most essential, basic, meaningful doctrines of the church, we seem to have enough of coming up through primary and maybe Sunday school and seminary, that when we get a little older, we kind of just go, I know that. And we read a scripture and go, I know what that means. Right? We just kind of dust our hands off and go, I know what that means. Right? And we love to read by verses. The gospel cannot be understood in sound bites. And we live in a world of sound bites. You can't understand the gospel that way. So